All right, all right, all right. We're here. I got bags under my eyes and we're here. I'm going to wait on some people to get in here. I did this so last minute. I don't think anybody's going to come, but we'll see. We will see if you come to me, my Snoopy Doopas. I'm your dad now. I don't know if you knew that. To the no one in here. I'm your dad now. You are in a cult. You have been indoctrinated. I hope that this sounds good. Oh, hello. You're beautiful. Is it Dion Peel? Hello, Dion. You're beautiful. Hello. I'm going to do the show things while we wait for people to get in here. Hello, Darlene. Let's see. Central Islip. Is it? I think it's Islip. I'm very big on trying to figure out if I'm saying words right. So let's see. You were in the EMS. You've probably got a lot of stories. Hello, Mary. Hello, hello. I'm so excited. Hello, Melanie from Texas. What part of Texas are you in, Melanie? I'm very excited to see you guys. This was a last minute decision because I had allergies this week. Very, very bad. And I got one of those shots, one of those allergy shots. I'm sorry, everything is being purged from my body. But in addition to the snots and the coughs, so shall the data. I have too much data in my brain and I need to talk about it. There's too much going on. And I'm trying to hold back on my cursies. But one lady did say that I can say shitty titties. So I'm still on that train. Ooh, let's say hi to everyone. Ooh, everybody's coming in. Hello, hello. This is exciting. Rats, double rats. Hello from Arizona. Hello. How hot is it in Arizona? I bet it's hotter than here. Ella Blue. Hello from Alberta, Canada. I've got a couple of friends in Alberta. One of my friends told me that y'all have maple syrup in cans, and I think that's neat. And you're the home of Brian Boitano, if I remember correctly. You used to volunteer from 13 to 23. That was a good 10 years, I bet, right? Feels good to volunteer. What was it like? Did you enjoy it? Can you handle blood? Is it like that show? There's a live PD style EMS show that I'm kind of addicted to. And it's these people in New Orleans and they all have tattoos. And there's people dying with gunshots and they're like, "Hey, Albert, you got shot again?" And he's like, "Oh, thank goodness. Grab my checkbook and put my cell phone under my," and it's just people having trauma and they all know each other. And it kind of makes it like a Cheers, but for trauma. Hello, Randall, USMC. Hello, hello. Thank you for your service, sir. I hope I'm doing that right. Hello, Deanna from Oregon. Oh, yes. Oregon is so beautiful. You guys have Burgerville. I'm so jealous. Melanie, you're in Waco. Heyo. Ooh, one of these days I'm going to have Paula on. She's my neighbor who I got addicted to the Karen Reed case. And it's kind of like hooking someone on a drug, I think, because neither of us get any sleep now. And all we do is get anxious and bite our nails. And she has a lot of thoughts and she spent a lot of time in Waco. I don't think she'd care if I say this, but she had to work around a lot of bikers. In fact, everybody I know from Waco has experience with bikers. What about you, Melanie? Are you in the Cossacks or the Banditos? Hello, Princess Mish from Arizona. Yes, yes, yes. It's very hot there. Have we determined that? Jenn Potato Soto. Yes, she is a potato. Well, actually, she's not so much a potato. Now, I'm not going to spill any beans here, but Dudy Ron got a hold of that damn near 900 page. What is it? The Game of Thrones of evidentiary documents. Jesus. So many pages. 900 pages of documents just got dropped. I think Plunder had them on her channel. I think Jay, who I still like to call Chai True Crime, who I talked to last night, if any of y'all saw that, we talked a lot about Jenn. I posed my theory. I was having a real Boondock Saints moment. You remember when Willem Dafoe's like, "And it was a firefight." Like, I was having that moment, channeling what the hell could have gone wrong with this woman. Trying to be reasonable. Just trying not to put extra pain and trauma on that situation. Trying to steer away from the conspiracies. Turns out, from what I have seen, This shitteth deep. Shitteth? Shit runneth deep. It runneth. Shit's everywhere, people. It was bad. That woman's a monster. I take it all back. Give her Sparky too. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm tired of playing devil's advocate. That woman might be the devil. I don't know how loud that's going to sound to y'all. Hello from Australia, says Arky. Hello, Arky. Big fan of Australia. And by the way, the other day, it shows up as GB when I guess y'all put the flags. And this one said AU, right? So I know AU is Australia. But in my head, GB, I was like, what is this? What is this? And I couldn't see the flag. It was Great Britain. I am oblivious. So hello. I love the Aussies. I'm trying to work on my Australian. It's bad. It's really bad. I'm in the Karen Reed state, says Mary Flynn. Oh my gosh, look out for the Proctors. Like I said in the description, how interesting is it that there's an Elizabeth Proctor and her family of Proctors going on a witch hunt? Can you believe it in Massachusetts? It's like history's repeating itself, isn't it? Hey, you're awesome, and you're doing great with the names, Dion Pearl. Ooh, I like your hair. You have really good hair. I kind of wanted that Lucille Ball thing for a while, and I wanted to do like a deep, dark purple, and it looks like you might have what I desire in the hair department. I wish I could curl. I wish my shit would curl, but it doesn't. It just flops. It's fine. Deanna, you have allergies so bad. Here in Texas, at least at our HEBs, they make a personal allergy medicine for our specific type of cedar and mold, and that tends to help, but they're sold out. Do they have that in your state? I wonder. Hello, Nunya. Love to see you. Love to see you. Love your... Everybody's got good... What are they? Avatars? I'm technologically sound, but I still can't figure out if we call them avatars or like profile pictures. What are these? It is very hot, Princess Mish. Oh, that's so terrible. Yeah, Arizona, New Mexico, shit, even Vegas. I mean, there these places with these big desert populations, these desert, lots of sand and rock. It's beautiful, but then it's so hot. It's so hot. Randall, I will not hold back. I will never hold back. Jen is a potato. I'm sorry to all potatoes out there. I actually feel bad for rotting potatoes. I feel bad. I feel bad, like I'm shaming the rotten potato. Petty Mason, love ya. Absolutely love ya. It's such a good name too. What a good name. And you have a good picture too. And I'm kind of getting addicted to black and white movies again, y'all. Jane Mansfield movies trip me out. If you don't know who Jane Mansfield is, she was married to, what was it, Mr. World, Mr. Universe. And she was Mariska Hargitay's mummy from SVU. And she died horrifically in a car accident. And there was an urban legend that her head came completely off and rolled next to Mariska. That is not true. It was just a bloody, horrible accident. And it was really sad. And the kids were in the car and they were on their way through, I want to say, Louisiana. It was a terrible car accident. And yeah, that's how Jane Mansfield died. And she was very beautiful. But right before her death, she used to kick it with a guy named Anton LaVey. And he was the guy who led the Church of Satan. Now, most people think the Church of Satan is actually all about Satan, but it's really not. It's really about you're your own God, which might even be more selfish if you think about it, but I'm not here to judge. The point is, Jane Mansfield started hanging out with that guy a lot in the mountains in California. And he told her, don't go on this trip. You're going to die. And then she did. And that kind of freaks me out. And so anyway, after reading a lot of articles about that from back in the day, I went and started watching a bunch of her movies, and she was in one, I think it was called The Wandering Bus. That might be another one, but I think that's the one. I think it is, because it was very funny. And the guy that she ends up, I guess, with at the end, no spoilers, but not who I expected. Very good, very good. Very good. Love Jane Mansfield. And I love black and white movies. And this is how my brain works. That's not even Jane Mansfield in your picture, Petty Mason. And I connected it because I'm very tired. I've been up since 4 a.m. I had a crazy day. My poor neighbor, he is a vet. He won't mind if I say this. He's very loud and shouts his problems out from the balcony. He's a veteran. He got to serve a little bit of time. He did his basic and stuff, and then they gave him shots like 30 years ago to send him off to the Gulf or wherever. And the shots gave him horrible problems, and he ended up basically working a lot of desk jobs in the military. And he has a lot of issues from those shots, like crazy. It was a very rare thing that happened to him. And so now he has these wild seizures. And sometimes if he drinks even a little bit of booze, he will just flop around like fish. And you got to take him to the ER. And I had to go today and pick him up from the ER and then go take him to his car, which he insisted on driving. But he's such a sweet man. And it was so funny because when I showed up, Raymond, he's wearing his tiger sweatsuit. It was literally like a badass jumpsuit. He looks just like Leroy from Curb Your Enthusiasm, and he wears awesome suits. Like, he's always dressed to the nines. When he goes to church, he is dressed like old school Richard Pryor, like Night at the Apollo when they wore the suits, Kings of Comedy. And he wears the sunglasses. He's got the hat. It all matches. Today he was dressed like his whole body was a lion, and it said King of the Jungle, and God bless him. Anyway, it was like 105 degrees. My AC broke on my car. We're going, he tells me the wrong way, and we end up just driving around Austin for a couple hours. And it was kind of awesome because I made him listen to the Karen Reed trial, and I made him listen to her say, to the, what's his name, say, Proctor, evil Proctor, say leaky balloon knot. Is that what he said? And the scream that came out of my neighbor Raymond, oh my God, he laughed so hard, and then he got angry when he realized what that meant, because it does mean asshole. And that is very mean to say to someone who has had colonoscopy after colonoscopy and MS and getting framed for murder. Sucks to be her. It's very, very sad, and I could not handle today. When Jackson said the C word, my heart stopped, and Raymond screamed again. Karen Reed's trial made Raymond scream multiple times in the car, and he has been on an IV for 24 hours or however long. It's insane what went down with that. Let's see. Darlene, love it, miss it so much. I don't know what you're talking about yet because I went on a tangent, but love you, girl. 108 in Phoenix. Oh my God, Gail, move away. Move away. Move here. It's only 106. Randall, over 100 every day. Randall, keep it at 100. Nanya wants to say hi to you, Randall. She says, hi. Apple K. Hello, Oblivious. How are you doing? Oh, I just told you. It's been a hot one. But I took a shower and I bought my dog a Blinky ball at the Family Dollar, and he's very happy. And somebody said I was feeding him too many treats last night, but I was feeding him broken up. They're like these tiny little training treats that are like 2 calories each, but I break them up into tinier bits to trick him. So he thinks he's getting more treats, but he's not. He's getting the same amount. Hello, Pitty. All right. You are watching Olivia now, Law & Order. Yes. Obsessed with Law & Order SVU. Obsessed with Mariska Hargitay. Everybody's saying their hellos. Yes, Nanya, I have many lives. My real name is Kat, and I have almost died many times. And here I am. So proof that no matter how many times you've been hit by a car, stabbed, given medication you're horribly allergic to, bitten by snakes, attacked by dogs, you'll be fine. You'll still make it. Hello. Oh, where's Rock? Is Rock here? Hello, Rock. We got to get through these, or I'm just going to be saying hi to everybody. It's awful these days, but I'm watching it's awful when you're watching the Karen Reed case. It's awful. Rock Jocks, stop it. I love you. You just bought the doggy snacks. Actually, maybe I'll go. I heard there's a Radio Shack still in Austin. I'm going to go hunt it down. Let's go to a Radio Shack and we can all vote on something fun to buy. Let's buy maybe some antennas. Let's figure it out. Let's see what they got. Hello, Prairie Sage. Yes, Mary Flynn, I'm all on board with her being an awful mom. I wasn't trying to make excuses for her before, but I was trying to think like, because I understand that evil people can exist, right? But I also understand that she was on a ton of drugs, according to everybody in her life. So I'm like, what are the chances she's vulnerable, especially with mental illness? Try to cut them some slack, but damn. No, she was she's just not she's an evil potato. She's an evil potato. Tea and Wildflowers, love you. Love your picture. I figured out why I love your picture so much, because my mom wants to get a tattoo like that. And she's not about tattoos, but she loves flowers like that. And she sent me a picture a while back, and I was like, I really like this for my mom. This is going to look good on her. And then I see your picture and I'm like, dang, that looks like my mommy's future tattoo. Which she's probably going to chicken out because my mom does not like needles. You worked in Kings Park Psychiatric Center as well. Ooh, where is that? That's probably in New York. Did you ever, and I'm going to look for your response to this because I'm interested. Did you ever work in Staten Island at that, or have you heard anything about that psychiatric hospital that is right outside of where Staten Island Jane Doe was found? Very curious. Did they just do you ever get to transfer and go to different ones, or do you just kind of stick at the same hospital? I always wondered if it's like a Chili's or a Starbucks where you can just move around to different ones. Is that how hospitals are? I don't know. Everybody's giving their hellos. Yes, you can hit the like button. I'm so excited. Rock Chalk is here. Oh my God. I just scratched all my makeup off. Whatever. Rock, that stuff with that guy who got murdered on the side of the road sounds like an execution style hit. What is going on with that? What is going on with that? Mosquito knew some unfortunate bandito ladies. Oh, I did too. I knew one girl who was like, he has a motorcycle. And then a few weeks later, she's like, oh my God, he has a motorcycle. And then you just slowly walk away. Don't owe anything to bandito. Don't owe anything to anyone with a bike, even a bicycle. Don't trust Lance Armstrong. I've heard he's a dick. Allegedly. From my best friend. Allegedly. Hello, Cindy. Hello, everybody. I think we're going to get started here soon. We've got people in here. It's been, 10 minutes? Do you think she knew she was dead in the morning? It doesn't matter at this point, to be honest, Christine. I'm not even kidding. It really doesn't, because the fact that she sent her daughter down there the night before to stay with him on her birthday, it doesn't matter what she knew. She may as well have known. I mean, I honestly thought, I really truly thought maybe when I first heard, because that was a rumor on the internet for a while. When I first heard it, I was like, this is like the pregnancy thing. Everybody's just wanting to put extra stuff on her, And for me, I'd rather be wrong, and not have taken it too far, not have put something on an innocent person. I'd rather just be wrong and it turns out they were worse than I thought. I'd rather that than attack someone who's innocent and make their life worse when they're going through the hardest moment of their life. And I've worked in media a lot, newspapers. I've worked with magazines come out soon. And I've also had a family that was in a really horrible situation, a mass shooting. My whole hometown was, and I've seen both perspectives. I've seen the perspective of, somebody on the other side trying to get the story. And I've seen the perspective of somebody who is living the story. And I've also seen the perspective of how torturous people who don't know you at all can be. I've seen people scream in the face of a young lady who lost her entire family, 9 family members, including a baby in a woman's stomach. These people called her at night and screamed at her, show me the bodies. It's crisis acting like this in their lives. And to not only scream outside of their doors, but to call them and to spread rumors on the internet and to make videos about how it was all a crisis acting sham. And Alex Jones, a guy who I had to wait tables on, I had to quit. I couldn't handle dealing with him. I just walked away one time when I saw him. He said something awful about a woman. It fucking sucks. And to see that guy spread that everything that was happening to people I loved and grew up with, spread the rumor that it was a lie or that everyone in town were bought off by Soros, which bought to him who do stand up, oddly. And I was shocked. That guy's a potato too. He just sits around watching the news. He's an actual potato. And it's so wild to see the conspiracies that come out about people. And it's so wild to see the ones where they really are bad and everyone's like, meh, it's fine. Do something that I think is fucked up. And I think that people who spread things that are easily disprovable, knowingly just bullshit, or people who make stuff up to make something salacious or to push an agenda when there could be a reasonable explanation, instead of like falling back and being safe and being like, well, let's not judge too quick. There are people who put out there entirely fake, crazy stories that do real harm to innocent people. Like, that's one of the reasons I went so hard on that David Solomon guy. If you saw those episodes, that guy is literally to this day getting Amazon orders delivered at a hotel room while him and his wife spread an online lie that they were sex trafficked by Stephen Stearns. They're his same damn age, y'all. They said they saw Mike Pence shoot babies in the face and they were lit on fire. It's on her credit card. She's paying for everything. This guy he's literally sex trafficking her and her child right now, and she's going along with it and touting herself as a sex trafficking survivor alongside Matt. I saw Maddie undergo trauma. I know it's Stefan's. Like, she literally is from Ohio and her husband slipped into a coma from a heart attack and she abandoned him. And then she tried to get his money. Like, she's not a good person. And even people who have known her whole life are like, holy shit, we are scared for this kid. And they're just going across the country, doxing the hell out of all these dudes who didn't want to give Steven a contract, or not, what's his name, David, a contract for a book. He wanted to be an author. They didn't want to sign him, these publishers, because he can't spell. And he's a lunatic and a liar, and he has a horrible criminal record, including beating the shit out of a woman in Laurel, Maryland. He neglected his mom until she died. He just did all these horrible things, allegedly. No, it's true. I FOIA'd it. I have all the paperwork. And this guy and this girl are mooching off of Maddie's case. They're using hashtag justice for Maddie and raising money to literally go on vacation with a guy named Steven Reimer who sells hyperbaric chambers and is embroiled in all these lawsuits. And they claim to be a sex trafficking organization. They spend all their time writing preteen sex fanfic novels. They are the problem, ruining this kid's fucking life. That teacher in Moscow, Idaho, God, I hope she takes everything from that TikTok psychic. No, listen, Christine, no, you're not a terrible detective. I felt sorry for Jenn at first too. I openly talk about it on this channel. Because I'm like, oh my God, this poor woman has likely been manipulated by this fucking narcissist. He's probably kept her. I thought he was keeping Jenn drugged so that he could do stuff to Matt. Like, I really did. I was like, he's taking advantage of a woman who's mentally not all there. Like, she was full potato. Like, I thought she was a vegetable. Like, I was like, something's wrong with her. And then it turns out, like, as time goes on, you try to give grace, I guess, right? Because you don't want to overstep and blame someone. And then what happens? Like, they're innocent and then you push them over the edge and they themselves. Hell no. I hate that. I hate that people do that, because I've seen people who went through being blamed for a shooting that they were victims of and being called fake crisis actors. And they are still in depressions that will never go away. I mean, it's PTSD, dude. It's real. And people treat people horrible. And, just got to see some real evidence, some real proof. And I saw that interview. I read that. I couldn't read it all. First of all, it's 900 pages. Second of all, didn't have all 900 pages. But what I did see, I couldn't finish it. I was like, no, this is potato. She's a bitch. I'm over it. I'm done giving her grace. We're not back detectives. We're just hesitant to make mistakes. I'll say that. Yeah. I mean, the whole setup of that place too. It's real wild. Hello, Patronus Glow. Oh yeah. Let's get to the point. I do have a little list and I'm going to try to hurry and I'm going to play through all your things. I'll go back. I promise. Canine Dream Dog. I'm going to say hi to all the new people. Hello. Laura Wright, hello. Oh, I love that you love my appearance. Thank you. On Guilty of True Crime. Not this situation, this fucking eyebrow situation. Someone was like, how dare you call out your eyebrows now? I can't stop looking at them. Don't worry. One day I'm going to make them up here and you guys are going to laugh so hard. It's going to be out of nowhere though. And we'll do it on a goofy day. So it's not like disrespectful. Prairie Sage, hello. Mary Flynn. JB's Cowboys, hello. Apple K, hello. You're a beautiful lady. Rats, double rats. Absolutely love that picture in the screen name. Kim McDougal, hello from San Antonio. What's up? Viva la 210. Barbacoa and Big Red, baby. Yeah, you know, Puro Ocho, whatever. No, I'm not throwing gang signs. Hey, listen, what part can you say? If not, I understand. I respect it. I lived kind of all over San Antonio. Absolutely love San Antonio. Absolutely love it. Mariska was in the back seat, says Randall. Yeah, she was in the back seat. Absolutely. And they survived. They were little and they survived. Pride Heart Rainbow Philly, Pride Heart Rainbow Philly, Pride Heart Rainbow. What is the TMC channel? Oh, yes. That's the Turner Movie Classics. Absolutely. So good. And there's a wrestler named Tony Storm who's doing that whole gimmick, and it was great. Mosquito, hello. Notorious Nance. The docs are insane. They are so sad. They're just, it's so much, dude. It's so much. That poor little girl. And then her friends kind of were told different stories from her. So you can tell there was some conflict. There were people that she maybe trusted more. You know, I understand why we can't see them. But, you know, is that the movie where man knows her in a photo in a magazine? I have multiple drinks here. That is the Wayward Bus. I think it was called the Wayward Bus. It's the one where they're going on a bus trip and the weather's bad. And at the beginning, this guy fights with his wife. And then on the trip, Jane Mansfield gets sexually harassed by this salesman the whole time. And then they end up falling in love somehow because he insults her enough and she likes it. But it's very weird. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Petty Mason. Where's Gothic Brie? Yes, and Patronus. Hey, listen. Gothic and Patronus. Oh, hello. You Sinlig. What? Look, a pot of tea and OB. Oh, to start your day. Where are you again? Tell me where you are. You're on the other side of the earth. Hello. Pimp Daddy. LOL. Don't know what that's in reference to, but very funny. My family was Quakers. Oh my gosh. Lucretia Mott. Quakers are fascinating. I know a comic who is a Quaker and one who is an Amish. He's Amish. And one of the funniest stand-ups I've ever seen. He literally talked about milking cows and he murdered. He was so good. He went back to live on the farm and his name is Ridge. And shout out to Ridge. If you're watching, you're probably not because you don't have electricity. Man, his Rom Springer was weird. He came to Austin, became a stand-up comic and went the fuck back. Okay, Mary Flynn. Oh my God, I know too. I think I know. I'm hardly awake, lol. I took my edible to go to sleep and so I'll be live. How are you? Hello, Patronus. What kind of edible? I'm allergic to chocolate. Can't have that. Edibles, ladies, really help with that old period. Heads up. I think you can say period on YouTube, right? Menstruation. If you have it, if you're in a legal state or if you're not in a legal state and you can get CBD, oh my God, you don't even feel your vagina anymore. It's great. Oh man, best for cramps. And if you're over the cramps and you're at that age where you don't have them, I can't wait to be you. I will openly talk about these things because we are women here at Roar. And if that guy gets to call Karen the C word, I can talk about my rag. But it's gross, so let's stop. Okay, Jamie's Cowboys, when are you getting a Discord? I have a Discord. I have a few, but they're for work stuff. And I just never, I think I have one under this name because this was like my alt account to just kind of troll and look at true crime stuff. But I just never use it other than that because I have to be on it a lot when I'm doing those contracts and I don't, it's just, I don't know what it is. I'm a Reddit girl. I'm still stuck in the 90s, y'all. I have a pencil sharpener. I don't know what to tell you. I'll try my best. I got all the other socials. It's very hard to keep up with, really. I may be suffering from confirmation bias because I think she was very emotionally abused and gaslighted from Stefan. I think both can be true. you know? That's what I was trying to say on Jay last night. I think I got my point across, but like I feel like maybe I didn't. I feel like you're saying it the way I feel it. You know what I mean? I think she was very emotionally abused and gaslit, but I also think she was fucking irresponsible. And I think that there were plenty of signs and she had some extremely odd behavior that I don't know, just based on some of the things Maddie's friends said. It's just that I'm very conflicted, but I'm conflicted in how much. But one thing that I do know is fuck her, dude. Like, she really just the stuff that I did see in that 900 it's too much. I can't even imagine, dude. Dude, Laura, shame on you, sir, was the best. And I watched every lawyer talk about it. I watched Melanie, Runkle, all of them. I watched Uncivil Law. I think comment of the day, though, goes to Emily D. Baker, dude. I got her with Raymond when we were going to get his car after the hospital. And she said that it would have been awesome if he, after, we're talking about, by the way, everyone, when Jackson gave his speech and shit all over Proctor's life. He said, "Shame on you, sir." And then the judge, everybody, oh my God, remands him, right? And Emily said, it would have been great if right then and there he said, "I'm sorry, Your Honor. I let my emotions take over me." Like, use Proctor's own line back on it. Boom, mic drop. That was beautiful. Hot is good, blah, blah, blah. We're all doing good. I don't mean blah, blah, blah to you. I'm just like, I'm trying to get through and read this. I want to talk to all of you. I'm having a pretty good night. I like your name. Nope, not today. Having a pretty good night. I feel like everybody is. You live in Northeast Texas, Apple. Yeah, okay. So you're up our, let me see, where are you? Like Tyler, Longview? Up that way? Up yonder way? Or like up in Wichita Falls? Oh my God, I wish it was 62 degrees, Gothic Bree. Oh, hello, Frederica, welcome. All the cool kids are here. Hello, everyone. Have I ever worked in forensics? I am training on a bunch of digital forensic software. I've essentially worked in like skip tracing and like it's a lot of bullshit OPSEC and cybersecurity stuff for DMCA copyright takedown. A lot of it is like trying to find people. I've done just a lot of cold case volunteering work, but everything that I've done as far as like digital forensics has been training on programs for went to school for 20, or I've been working as a journalist and doing comedy for 20 years, but I went to school and then it's been about like 15, 18 years since I've been at almost 20. And then I re-enrolled to learn some essential skills that I could add to my PI licensing, which I hope to get. But I've assisted with families and done a lot of victims advocacy on the background. There's a bunch of cases that we've been able to get warrants for looking over. Mainly mine is phones, like tracing phone numbers, things like figuring out old phone bills, and a lot of kind of like what they're doing here with the file carving in the Rex Heuermann case, a lot of stuff like that, but with computers and phones, and also digging into old databases and trying to find traces, be it in newspapers, whatever, to help with cases. And before I started out working on writing articles about it, and then it kind of turned into, I don't want to put this out if it could hurt the case. And now all of a sudden I'm working with the family and now we're besties after 10 years. And I want to find out who fucking did this. Take that times 5. That's pretty much it. I also had a roommate who went missing, and that kind of put my ass in gear because I saw how little attention was paid to him. His name is Carl Wiegand, by the way. He went missing in Mexico. That's a tough one because when that happens, dude, Trailer Park Girls would be hilarious. Rock, I love the way your brain works. Okay, we got to get through this because I'm just, yeah, I don't really have anxiety. You're fine, Dion. You're fine. Everybody's fine. You're not old as dirt. Don't say that about yourself. My boyfriend, I don't want to. Yeah, Mary. Same. It's like this can't be true, and then you read it in the papers. It's like, I guess it's true. It's kind of like the Rex thing. Like I really thought Bill Troff was going to have more to do with those Mainer victims, especially because like he owned a black truck or dark truck, and he had it parked in the back, and there was that sighting of the dark truck. In addition to multiple other things. But then I started looking back and reading more about Bitroff and kind of collecting more on him. I did it a long time ago. I did it recently. And then when you put it together and then you remember everything, it's like, oh, snap. This is an awkward inconvenience for each of them to have picked the same dumping ground. But yeah, thank you, Mosquito. I'm glad to have spoken on that too. Let's see. We're going to. Yeah, my surroundings change. Today I took down the Canetti paintings out because we had to mop the office area. We have concrete floors here. It floods all the time and they chip because Texas landlords are the best. They're the best. They really care. They don't give a fuck. Anyway, I am going to be putting this was supposed to have an addition onto this curtain in the back. I was going to sew a double panel. Ended up not matching. I had a meltdown. Finally found one. That's the next goal. And yes, that is my father, Keith Morrison. And he's not going away. And I don't care if he scares you. He's my dad. He's your dad's dad. Respect him. Respect your people. And then, of course, over here we got Kelly Sigler. It's all reversed. There she is. Queen Bey, mother of Matagorda County. God bless her. Let's keep going. I know we're going to get to the bottom. It's going to have been time's up and we're not going to talk about it. This should be the show, you guys. I told you I want to be Lady Fraser of true crime. Maybe this is the show. I get distracted in your lives. We abandon true crime. Not true. We'll never do that. I'm glad to have found you. I didn't know I had my own channel either, P-Foot. You little cute bird. You little red bird. Coming over here being so nice to me, damn it. Do you think the owl did it? Anyway. Yeah, I didn't mean to have this channel, but I talked to Melanie one day and then people started following me. And then Melanie was like, you should make a video. And I was like, well, here we go. Don't put that idea in my head. I love that you guys all know each other. Why does it show up like that on my... Is y'all showing up like that, or are you getting emojis? I know it's emoji. This is just how I say it. Yeah, it is sad. It's a bummer, Mary Flynn. But you know what? That girl, that friend of mine, flourishing. She's got a daughter. Suffered the most. Like it's just all around a sad thing. But the remarkable thing, there's one little boy named Rylan who shot like 9 or 15 times. It's honestly all kind of a blur, but that it was a lot. And that kid is alive after all these surgeries. He's well. He's getting by. This kid that I grew up with, going to church with, he got shot. He's in a wheelchair. Well, guess what? They built a ramp and he's working around it. So many people lost families that day, and they're not living their life to waste it. Let's just say that. They're making the most of the time they've been given. And that's why sometimes I might not agree with people's stance on all sorts of things, political, social, whatever. But I feel like when you've been through something like that, or if you make it to like 80 or 90 years old in life, you get to have an opinion. You just feel how you want. I'm never going to tell you how to feel. You've been through some shit. You know what I mean? If your story is sad enough, and if you have had enough trauma, you could just say and do whatever you want. I don't care. Like, I don't get to be offended. Like, if you make it to 80 years old and you still get on the internet at all, or have the gumption for life to just talk to anybody, I applaud you, and you can say and do and feel how you want. You've earned that. People who survive mass shootings, they fucking earned that. Say what you will about any of them, what they've done since, even if everybody takes it and spins it. Some people take it and they go, I got to support gun rights. And some people take it and they go, I got to fight against them. Whatever helps you heal and get by. seriously, like, at least people care and are involved in the discussion is being brought to the table and people are open and talking about it. It's when the conversation shuts down, that's when it's fucked. Like, I really think that, like, I've seen some weird shit, you guys. I gotta tell you. I saw a Washington Post reporter and the, what do you call it? She's like the press lady from the NRA. Not the one who did the Beat commercial. She's a very lovely blonde lady. I sat at a picnic table with the guy from the most liberal newspaper in the country, and then the chick from the most hardcore right-wing organization in the country. And we sat there, and guess what we did? We drank Clearly Canadians together and talked about gun violence, HIPAA violations, loopholes with my dad and my family, who have never had that conversation without it ending in screaming, because we are the American dad family. Like, me and my stepdad butt heads on a lot of things. We had a conversation with the lady from the NRA, the lead bitch, and the lead fucking dude from the Washington, sitting there drinking sparkling Canadian water within hours of a mass shooting. And we're openly having this discussion when everybody's saying it's too painful to talk about. And we made progress and we ended hugging. And to this day, my dad is still friends with that guy from the WAPO. And that blows my mind because I got a Fox News stepdad, you know? They're still cool. They have mad respect for each other. In fact, that reporter I'm still friends with, and we're working on a cold case together. It's wild, dude, how the world works. And that lady was so nice from the NRA. I thought I'd hate her. She was so sweet. Like, she cried with us. Like, it was nuts. So, like, to see people from extreme backgrounds have, like, the common courtesy to hear each other out and talk to each other, you know, and to, like, genuinely care about the conversation and be engaged and have it when it's really painful, but it's like this, it's lingering in the air, to acknowledge it and to have that trust. It, and then nobody, like, leaked that trust. Like, it felt, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I know that we can be better as people. So that's why instead of calling Jenn a hateful monster who deserves to rot in hell, I called her a potato. Bummer. It's a real bummer. But yeah, I don't fuck with psychics. Notorious Dance? Nope. Nope. I mean, you can believe it. You can like it. You can think you are one. Just don't fucking tell me about your dreams. I've seen oh my God. I've worked with 2 families who had psychics who didn't tell them they were psychics, by the way. Just people, women, call in tips and say, I know where your daughter's body is. And I talk about this in one of my first episodes. I know where your daughter's body is. Let's go. It's over here. It's in this lake. And the family gets so fucking excited. The FBI goes and digs for one of them because this person didn't say she was a psychic. She said that's where they are, and then ditched. And then the family's like, oh, we got to tell, you know? And oh God. And then another family where a woman said the same thing. And then when the whole family's alerted, oh my God, we finally have a break in the case, and they start telling people and the news gets hold of it. Then all of a sudden she's like, oh, I saw it in a dream. What, bitch? And then they don't want to trust anybody anymore. You know what I mean? Like, that's, so I nip that shit in the bud right away. You know what I mean? It's like you find your husband looking at the shit Rex looks at, you nip that in the bud right away. He gets a kick account. Bye. Bye forever. Don't even wait. Who sent me a super chat? Jamie's Cowboys. Are you really Cowboys? Do I need to send you a cowboy hat? Thank you very much. You're very kind. By the way, I'm taking half the super chats and I'm going to give them to Wayback Machine because we need to keep them up and running. And I'm going to wait until I think I get like $100 and then I'm going to send it to Wayback Machine because I really fear the day that goes down. It went down for 2 days and I had a actual full-blown panic attack. I cried in my car. We can't let the Wayback Machine go down or this cult crumbles. Okay. Like I said, useless, unknown family history. Sandy Hook shooter, just a side note. Lana family also had controlled decades of the Fulton fish market. First of all, I love gossip about the mafia. Little known fact about me. And I love fish markets. One time I went to Seattle and a guy threw a fish at me and I caught it. But I love anything to do with ports. I really like that season of The Wire. I'm in. I'd like to know more. I will look into the family history. This is fascinating. Mafia stuff is wild. That's probably the dumbest thing you'll ever hear me say. Duh, right? But the Vinny Ocean? Look up Vinny Ocean. Also, there's a really great, let me tell you something. I'm going to give you 2 tips, actually. We're going to get to the point. Let's get to the point. You ready? I've already trailed off too much. We're going to talk about something, you guys. I want to talk to you again about antique books. And I'm going to take down, how do I take this shit down? How do I make it? Not this shit. You're great, Margaret. Margaret, I love you. You're the one who said that. That's the best. I think, hold on one second. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, there we go. Let me take a sip. Ugh. Everything's coming out. If you've ever had an allergy shot, my God. It's like if you ever take Zyrtec for the first time, just watch out. Watch out, world, because it comes up. All the snots. Okay, I'm gross. What the hell was I talking about? Yes, mafia stuff. I think that's what we were talking about. Rare books. If you ever find a book called To Drop a Dime, that's just what it's called. It looks like a classic mafia hardcover book. It's about this thick. There's no, we're on the internet. There's no way to know what I mean. Like 3 inches. It's called To Drop a Dime. That book is worth so much money. Grab it. They made a lot of copies. You can typically find them at garage sales. People have no idea that they're worth so much. It's an old mafia book. It's supposed to be the tits. Like, it's supposed to be the best. And I've never seen a copy except one time. I saw a woman scanned some of it and sent it into a bookstore I used to work at. And I was like, what is this? And she scanned the cover because she was trying to get it appraised. And then I realized what that is. It's such a rare book. If you see it, scoop it up. To Drop a Dime. Big time mafia shit. Now let's teach you an OSINT thing. I want to teach you something. Okay, this is not going to require you to, I don't have to show you anything. I'm just going to tell you about something because I've seen a lot of people complaining about how much they hate it when you go to a news article, right? And it pops up and it shows you need to subscribe, give us 99 cents or your email address so we can take your data, we can spam you forever, and we can ruin your fucking life through Gmail. And then you go, New York Times, allegedly. I don't want to give you 99 cents and you've already taken 6 of my email addresses. Now I have to create a new email. I just won't read the article and I won't learn today. Have you been there? I've noticed you have because you guys have complained about it in other chats. And if it wasn't you, I definitely got a couple of those in my email. So I thought, let's just show you. There is a thing. Not even show you. I'm just telling you. This is just me giving you hot tea. This is hot OSINT tea off the press. Okay? It's called a JavaScript switcher or a JavaScript enabler or toggle. Basically, anything that involves turning on and off a JavaScript extension. What the hell does all that mean? Okay. If you go up to the top 3 dots in the corner of your screen because you have Chrome, or if you have Apple because you're a snob. No, I'm just fucking with you. If you go to your settings and then you click down to extensions, click on that. It'll usually prompt you, do you want to go to the Apple store today? Do you want to go to the Windows store today? What do you want, you silly bitch? And then you go, okay, I want a JavaScript switcher, toggler, pick a word, anything that means on and off. Turn off your JavaScript, whatever. It's going to pop up a couple of them. Pick a free one that has lots of views or users. It'll tell you how many people have downloaded it. Pick one that has a decent star rating. If you find one that's older, has a great star rating and a lot of users, that's very good. It's less likely going to have malware in it. Very few of them do, unless they have like under 100, downloads. Go pick one of those, add the extension for free, X out of your page, reopen your page. And now when you click on news articles from Newsday or Long Island Press or whatever it is, or the New York Times, instead of seeing that, hey, give us your email again or give us money, it's just going to show you the damn article. How great is that? When you're done, you can turn it off in the corner or you can delete the extension. You're going to be fine. Hello, B. Silveria. B. Silveria. Hello, son. You did a very good job today. I'm very proud of you. You're the best on the sports team. Let's go get ice cream. Thank you for joining my cult. I don't know what makes you sick, darling, but please don't be sick. Okay. My girlfriend says purred in a Southern man's voice, and it makes me laugh every time. She goes on and on complaining about cramps. Oh, purred. Like, I'm on my purred. I'm on my purred. As an old cowboy dude. Yes, we do that in this house. We have this thing where we say, get away from my dudder. We'll say, get off my property. You're on my daggum property. You say property. You can't really open your mouth. A real Southern man talks like this, like a boom hat. Dang on shit like dang, man. Like, I love saying property and dudder instead of daughter. I totally understand purred. There, by the way, if we're gonna talk about horrible things like pimping, let's talk about Lil Bubby Wade or Lil Bubby Child. I will put a link below when this video is done. Best cartoons on earth. He is an animator. He animates his family. They are from the border of West Virginia, Kentucky, and Ohio. If you know, you know. I lived in that area for a month of my life. Your girl was ready to get married. And I left him because I hated the holler. I really do regret, though, now not sticking around for at least another couple months so I could meet the guy who makes Lil Bubby Wade Child. Lil Bubby Child. Sorry. I get like, when I talk too much, and I do smoke cigarettes, and I try not to smoke, and I'm just chugging coffee all day, I get like dry mouth. I get like sticky mouth. I don't know how to explain it. It's disgusting. I'm just a fucking nasty person. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to be better. Yeah, I'm allergic to chocolate, dude. It sucks. Oh, I totally have endo. I got PCO. I had an ovary basically exploded in the 8th grade in the middle of, I'm playing clarinet. I'm second chair. We're about to have a chair test that day, you guys. I'm playing my Andante and waltz, and all of a sudden, your girl falls over. I start shaking. Turns out I had 2 big honkies on my honkums, 2 big chunkums, I don't know, like things on one of my ovaries, and they went, they Dale Earnhardted. And now I got Dale Jr. fucking riding the track for the both of them. It's terrible. And then they put me on the wrong medication. They said, you have too much testosterone. And then they put me on something that somehow gave me more. And for about 2 years, I was crying and wanting to punch trees. It was horrible. I almost got into Pokemon cards. Anyway, I only ended up getting into them when my boyfriend told me how much they're worth. And I was like, hey, what's a Charizard? Yeah, not an out, but, she didn't do enough, dude. Applique, not far from Longview. Good to know. That place is wild. Don't get pulled over there. Yeah, dude, it was like this. First of all, religious people can get a bad rap if they're in groups of more than 5, right? But imagine like Little House on the Prairie meets kind of like I'm not even kidding, like a Cheech and Chong hippie vibe, but they didn't do drugs. They just were like, yeah, man, like all of them, the whole family, and they were so sweet. Oh my God. And my homegirl, she She's real tiny. She played bass. She was amazing at it. Our first band together, she shows up and she plays, if you know, you know, there's a song called Maxwell Murder by Rancid. And she's just like, bum, 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 and I'm like, I went to school for music initially and then switched to journalism. I had nothing on her. She was so incredible. She's just real short and tiny. And she came from a massive family, all brothers. You know, they like her whole family lived on this, they all lived on this one plot of land. And it was wild. It was really like Alaskan bush people, but nice and fun. And they had a house. And we would just have fun all day. And her little brother Scott would do karate at me and just like kick the shit out of me. And like, it blows they're just the happiest people. And I'd go hang out. And my family knew I was going to be fine if I was at my homies. And it was like our other friend who passed away at it, her mom had a kennel and a big horse farm. Excuse me. And so it's like, oh, let's go to Tara's house and ride horses. You know what I mean? And then I'd fall off. I'd usually end up hurting myself. I'd cry. And then she'd be like, look, we have 29 golden retrievers. And everything was fine. Everything was fine. You know what, Kelly? I had to go through my email. People were sending me a lot of cases. So I started like splitting them off and taking notes. And I'm going down the list and I'm almost done. And I think I did see yours and I'm about to. I just like to take a couple of notes and do some quick research when I get stuff right away. And so that's probably what that's about. I need to take notes on yours next. I know I'm 2 above you because I got caught on this one that's just shit. I'll see if she wants to talk about it. But yes, I'm getting to yours. I also saw, did you send me one about Suzanne from Kansas? If so, I'm definitely looking into that one. And oh my gosh. But I don't want to say too much until I like learn more. You know what I mean? So I'm going to keep going. The pillow person behind me, Don Marie, is Keith Morrison from Dateline. He's the guy who says, oh, that pesky DNA. And he is the stepfather of Matthew Perry. May he rest in peace. And he's just great. And he's fantastic. And my boyfriend gave me a pillow for either my birthday or Christmas. Darlene, triple digits. Oh my God. Kim? We might know each other, girl. We might know each other. I'm going to are you, what county? You know what? PM me, message me. Somebody else actually had family members in there and I saw them on True Crimes chat and they said they'd message me. And I don't think they did. If they did, I need to go find it because I did look for it. I don't recall them actually messaging me yet, but I definitely know who they were. And I think they know who I am because they saw me talking. So I'm like, I'm really excited about that. If it's the same one, girl, what a small world. Message me. That's crazy. I would like to buy you a coffee. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we don't get shit but guns. I don't know what y'all are talking about, but it's true. In fact, you can get arrested if you're not waving a gun in public here. My husband just got home. Ooh, what y'all watching? What y'all eating? So my student, yep. It's so bad. And it's so crazy because everybody out where we live, the families are massive. I mean, we got like 10 different families on the properties around us and 5 of them are related. You know, we're all related. Like it's crazy. And yeah, it trickles down in the biggest sense. Oh man, we still haven't gotten to anything I want to talk about, but I'm having so much fun talking to you guys. Let's get to the end. Oblivious, hello. Where's Chloe? Where the fuck is Chloe? Where's Chloe the dog? Was Chloe drunk on White Claw? Was Chloe eating a pork? Did Chloe have a pork chew? And then attack John? Did that little heinous shit Colin give Chloe White Claw and get her hammered too and Chloe can't remember? It's so sad. I can't believe, first of all, they should all be arrested for rehoming the dog. Let's be honest. You don't keep a dog 7 years as a rescue when you're perfectly capable and you have a huge house and a beautiful yard and so many people. Why are you giving away the dog? What is wrong with you? Why are you mean? Speaking of mean, my dog is already crying. You guys, I love y'all so much, but oh my gosh, do you hear him? Honey, let me give him pets. Okay, listen, guys. You know what we're going to do? What are we at? Oh my God, we're at an hour and 11. I didn't get to anything. I'm going to change the title of this to We Had the Conversation. Because I have to take him out. He's the love of my life and I have to take him out, you guys. And I don't really want to like just play something and abandon you. But I do enjoy you. But he needs to eat. And he needs to poop. Damn. I really want to do a thing. I think here's what we're going to do. Tomorrow, I'm going to get into the rec stuff. God damn it. I should have done it tonight. I should have got there quicker, but you guys are distracting me because you have so much fun to say. You say potato instead of chooch. Wait a minute. Instead of potato, I say chooch. Made up my word, but I hear others say it. Mary, we're going to start doing chooch. So far, we've got shitty titties from that one lady, and now we've got chooch. This is good. We can come up with alternative curse words. This is a good idea. In my house, we say hootie for everything. Hootie, and then our dog is a hoogan, and I don't know why we call him that. We just do. A hoogan can mean many things. You could just say, hand me that hoogan, and they were supposed to know what you mean. Oh my gosh, he's crying. You guys, I have to go. I'm so sorry. Listen, oh my God. Jamie, again, I freaking love you. And I'm making something for Rock Chalk, and I'm going to send enough for the moderators. I'm making something for a couple of channels. And then I'm going to make something for you guys, and I'm going to give it away. And if I didn't talk about it already, I'm making a true crime mum. Did I tell you? Your cult leader, your dad, is making a true crime mum. I'm going to go get ribbons. I'm going to start printing out things. I'm going to literally make Ed's drapes. Okay. And put them on the mum. Okay. It's going to be awesome. Imagine a true crime homecoming mum, but not a tacky, distasteful one. One that says like, I am not a cupcake down a ribbon. And then it's got, Duty Ron's like badge number in the middle. And then Ed's drapes on a ribbon. And then we'll get Rock Chalk. Dude, there's so much we could do with Rock Chalks too, because Rock Chalk's into like, I still don't understand that. Is that team's name Rock Chalk J? Is Rock Chalk a school? I don't get those sports, college ones, if that's what that is, but I'm going to learn. I'm going to figure it out. Oh my God. My dog is revolting because I did not take him outside and he really wants to, you know what it is? There's raccoons out there and he really wants to go chew up a raccoon, but it's a whole family and they're really, really cute. Muskeeter, I'm highlighting yours because yes, that was it. That was one of the ones that someone had couple of people had multiple family members in that one and mine. And I wasn't even at the one in my hometown. I got there later. I had to hear some of it on the phone and that was terrifying. The fact that kids were there, I can't even think about it. We can't end on that because we don't want to have nightmares tonight, but I'm telling you, you spoke some truth tonight, Muskeeter. Oh, my poor baby. Okay, I got to take him out. Listen. Oh, I love you. Listen, I want to tell you guys something. Do you hear that? There's a Boston Terrier in need. Listen, tomorrow, I'm going to do... Oh my God, he's yelling at his mommy. Listen, tomorrow we're going to talk about Rex Huberman. We're going to talk about how Jen's an evil potato. And then I'm going to show you all the escort forums and things that we found on them way back in the day and how that relates. And oh my God, then I'm going to show you how I found Moroccan Ed's drapes and where you can buy those drapes, the exact same ones he has in this video. I love you. I'm so sorry. I have to go. You're the best. My dog's crying. Oh my God, isn't that sad? All right, bye. Oh, honey.